This is College Knowledge, STEM Edition, where this GCU student brings the magic of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to all of you with fun at-home activities. So, let's get nerdy. Hi everyone! Welcome to Canyon PD's College Knowledge STEM Edition. I'm Sierra Malmberg. I am an engineering student at Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm here to talk to you about STEM today. So, what is STEM? We hear all about it. We know it has something to do with science. But what exactly is it? What's it for? What can we do with it? Today's project that we're going to mix in with our lesson is paper airplanes. So we're going to figure out what the S, the T, the E, and the M mean, how we can apply it to this little piece of paper. So first off, we know what STEM stands for: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So let's look at science to begin with. Say we're outside and we're looking around and we see a frog and we're like, wow, that's a cool frog. What we're doing there is observing. Science is the art of observing, studying, and overall figuring out the world around us. It comes across in fields like chemistry, biology, anatomy, and physics, things like that. But it's applied to most areas of science. So, with our paper, we go, all right, how can I use science on this? This is a paper, so we're observing it. Its color is white, it's pretty flimsy, and I think I could make something cool out of it. That's using science. That's going observing and making conclusions about something, and we're going to test it. So I'm going to test my theory that I can make something out of this piece of paper and maybe make a few folds. The next letter we have is T. Technology is the art of production, or the skill of making and organizing the solutions we see when we study science. When we go, oh, there's a problem out here in the world, technology is the art of how do we make this solution possible. It's a little tricky to explain, so let's have an example. Say we're making a wood thing. I don't know what it is, but we know we needed a drill for it. So the drill has already been imagined and created, and we know what it is, we just have to build it. So technology is the art of making the idea in your head come to a reality. So this has already been designed, but whoever took the time to figure out what parts we need, what type of plastic it is, how much voltage we need in our battery. Technology is what makes it come to reality. So how does technology apply to our paper airplane? Well, I know I'm making an airplane. That's the idea we discovered. And I know that this paper is able to do that. That's science. We observed and we figured it out. So the action of actually making this airplane, that's what we call technology. The next letter, E, is my personal favorite: engineering. Engineering is the art of problem solving. It's what we take and we learn from science. Engineering is the process of figuring out how to use it in the real world. We brainstorm and we figure out a solution. And we saw that technology is the practical action of making that solution, but engineering is the brain behind it, going, how do we do this? How can we make what we have in science apply to technology? It's that bridge. So an application to our airplane, an engineer looks at this piece of paper and says, well, we have a problem. This isn't an airplane yet. So how can I figure out how to make this an airplane? Well, let's see. We have these flaps here, so I'm going to fold them down. It's the process of trial and error, of coming up with the solution, testing and seeing if it works. Lastly, we have our last letter, M, for mathematics. Math is the study of shapes, figures, and numbers. Now, we all are like, oh no, math. But really, math is in all aspects of science, technology, and engineering. In fact, math is the language of science. Engineering and technology are the applications of science. Science is where we discover information, engineering and technology is where we use information, and math is how we explain science, engineering, and technology. So when we come to our paper airplane, we can calculate how far down do I need to go? I have a problem, like we know in engineering. I have an observation of the ability of this paper in order to be an airplane. Math is how we calculate it. So it looks like about 2 inches So to fold it in half, that would make it about 1 inch. There's an example of math for you. So there we have it, STEM. Science, observation and study of the world around you. Technology, the practical, how we make those solutions to problems in the world around us. Engineering, problem solving. How do we fix this problem and use science and math? In that case, in math, helps all areas. So thanks for listening, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on College Knowledge STEM Edition. See ya. Lopes up.